Hey friends, thanks for joining me in another video and joining me in a different room of my house today. Today we're going to be talking about the law of attraction. You may have heard of this. It became really popularized again in the US around 2006 when Rhonda Byrne came out with her book, The Secret. This was one of Oprah's book club books and it just went rampant. People were living by the secret, and what is the secret? What is this? New information. It's gonna make my life better. Just wanted to kind of talk about it, maybe debunk some of the myths behind laws of attraction, specifically around romantic love, and kind of just put you guys in the right direction. Because when it comes to these things, we want to get to know different philosophies and things like that, but we don't want to waste too much time, right? Time's a ticking. No, but basically the law of attraction states that positive and negative thoughts will bring positive and negative experiences in your life. So there's kind of this magnetic field that you're in control of. You're kind of in control of your destiny. And if you're on board and you can think positively, you're going to make all this positive energy and it's going to bring all this success in your life. It's going to bring positive experiences, positive people. It'll bring you're in control of the people that enter your life. But it also has a downside. If you have negative thoughts, if you're kind of seen as a pessimistic person, you're going to see having negative experiences. You're going to have terrible breakups and misfortune and tragedy in your life. So this is, a widely accepted idea. There was some science kind of backed. There is no actual empirical evidence. The way it was kind of framed, this was seen as psychological or scientific discovery, and it actually didn't end up being true. Like I said, there's no empirical evidence that this is true. There is an evidence-based form of therapy that we use called cognitive behavioral therapy. That's based around thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Basically, changing unhealthy thinking patterns will change your emotional state, which, a lot of times when you are able to get in a healthier emotional state, you will start seeing more positive things happen in your life. That is more than just thinking, having a positive affirmation. That's really changing the brain chemistry and doing a lot of work. So this is not the same as the laws of attraction, specifically around romantic love. So when we talk about the laws of attraction for romantic love, there's lots of love gurus out there who talk about visualizing. We see these vision boards and visualizing these aspects or characteristics or an actual person, and then you meet them. Someone walks into your life and you see them for the first time and you think, okay, I have dreamt this person up. This is my dream girl. This is my dream man. This is everything that I've been working on. The laws of attraction are real. Oh my goodness. But this is not so true. This is more of New Age thought. It's more seen as pseudoscience. It's not necessarily dangerous thinking. There are things that can happen, such as victim blaming. If someone isn't the most positive person and you keep seeing that there's negative things happening in their life, you may think, okay, well, that's because the energy that you're putting out is negative and so you lost your job. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of reasons why someone might lose their job. Of course, attitude matters. So if a person can't get a date, someone can't find their one true love, it's because they're not trying hard enough, or they're just not thinking hard enough. They're not wishing hard enough. And that's just not true. You can try for years and years. You can be the most optimistic person, have positive thoughts, have positive affirmations every day, and you just might not find what you're looking for. It's just not the right place or time. Most people end up with people who you are similar to. that you are in proximity to and who hold your core values. So mostly you're not even really doing too much when you find someone that, you work really well with together. It's just a matter of, I always say, putting yourself out there. I do think that the laws of attraction are helpful. Like I said, it is similar kind of, we teach cognitive behavioral theory. We do want to eliminate those negative thought patterns for your brain, because your brain really does get wired in a certain way. And so when you either have a positive thought or a neutral thought, most of the time you will start to see that your emotions get better, that you become healthier, you feel more in control, and you feel safer. So this is a good thing. One of the core beliefs of the law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. So if you are laser focused on something and you ask every day, and you truly believe that this change is going to bring mental like success or happiness in your life, then one day you will receive it. I don't think that's necessarily a healthy way of thinking. I do think it's healthy to stay positive and to stay focused, but I don't think that just thinking something that you're necessarily going to receive it, or that you're necessarily deserving of it. I think that takes more of action, and you're actually more in control of your own life than just like a magnetic force having the universe deliver things to you. So I mean, this gets into like philosophy and everything, and spirituality, but in just a basic way of explaining it. So when people are thinking about it in romantic love, because that's what we think. I mean, there's like movies like The Laws of Attraction and things like that. Yeah, you can't just like wish on a girl. It doesn't happen like that. And like you can wish. It's not going to happen. You just have to like change things in your life. I always go back to this. The more you get out, the more friendships you make, the more connections you make, you will meet people. And you don't just have to meet one person. Like, keep meeting people and find someone that you really like. You're not going to do that by just wishing on something or someone, and that's really asking for burnout. You work somewhere, you think someone's just going to show up, the pretty girl's going to show up at work, even though you just work with a bunch of dudes or whatever. There's stories out there like that, but I don't think it's a good idea to live by anything like this. We are in charge of our lives, and it's important to do the work. If you want to look through like a spiritual lens, like, of course, you're not the only one in control of your life. When it comes to these things, I think we should step away from putting things out in the universe. But no matter your belief, anything like this is the new age, the laws of attraction, horoscope. I do think it's healthy to spend time thinking about yourself and your wants and beliefs. People who read their horoscope every day, whether that's true or not, they're thinking about their life and how they're interacting with the world. I think that is healthy. And, making affirmations, whether that's going to bring you what you want, you're taking time to think about yourself and how you interact with the world. And the more self-reflective you can become, the better mate and person you will be. That's what I'm always talking about, wholeness. The more whole you can be, the more attractive you are to other people. So we don't have to be desperate. We don't have to be trying to find the secret. It's not really any secret to be told. You want to find someone who, you share core beliefs and values with. That's number one. And if you can get to those places if you can join a group or join a church, outdoors, activity, group, something like that, a sports team, and those people are similar to you. You know that you like spending time with people like that. They make you feel good. Like, that's the secret, not wasting too much time just looking up at the stars and wishing on something, like actively working towards something. Or you don't even have to necessarily try to find a romantic partner. Maybe being successful at your job, successful in your friendships, successful in your hobbies. Like, when you're happy with those things, then something else will fall into your lap. I think that's how we should go about our everyday life. So thank you for watching my video. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. I've been enjoying reading the comments so far. Really insightful stuff. I agree on some things, I disagree on other things, and I think that's great. I think that's a healthy way to interact. Let's change the way we converse with each other on the internet. Just because you don't agree with everything I say doesn't mean you have to unsubscribe or diss me, or just because I maybe disagree with something that you say doesn't mean that I, have to completely block whatever you have to say off. I think it's great to have disagreements, and we can come to some type of mutual understanding. So thanks again, and positive thoughts, y'all. Bye.